Hello ladies and gentlemen of ACOG. With me here today I have also Simon, and we decided for some of the more novice Dota users out there to do a quick introductory video in preparation for the event that will run on Monday.
Can I
Say
point
hi,
out as
Simon.
well, it's 2 in the morning, so you guys better appreciate this.
You appreciate it! Right, so, as you join, you'll be put in this spawn area, as you might have guessed. There are random things written on this. And there,
really.
yeah, some basic instructions, and some things don't quite apply because it's the map that wasn't created with the plugin. The plugin came afterwards, so some things are written as if the plugin did not exist. But we have the plugin, so everything's nice and dandy. So if you simply type in /Dota space join and then team color red or blue, for the game to work, Simon and I will have to go on 2 separate teams, but I'll join red, Simon you can join blue.
Alright.
And then after typing /Dota join red or blue, whichever is your preference, you're automatically moved to your team's spawn point. And there you will see a few beds. You don't need to sleep in them, as the plugin makes sure that you respawn here. And you are given a starter kit of a stone sword, raw chicken, which you probably shouldn't eat as it'll poison you, and a map. And the map is extremely handy, as you can see your position and other players' position on it, as well as, well, last game it actually rendered correctly, but you should be able to see the top lane, the middle lane, and unfortunately the bottom lane is kind of removed. I don't know, Simon, maybe your map is actually working.
No, I'm seeing the middle, most of the top, and then I'm not seeing the bottom at all.
Alright, so that's the same situation that I have. Right, so if you then, once your whole team's ready, just go to the right, and there it will say Minecraft Dota, please read thread, blah blah blah. It's basically telling you about this switch here, right there. But first let me show you the base. The base is quite nicely built. You have the weapons shop. You have a potion shop. If my render distance was set to higher, you'd be able to see other things too. There's the armor shop and another potion shop, as well as the area where you unlock the special shops. And those require teamwork to unblock, as it requires you to throw in 40 items, which on your own could be quite tedious, but if you work as a team, you'll unlock diamond, armor, and weapons. Now, every team has their own little area with chests, where you can store your items, and there are a few items to begin with. And once again, this is somewhat redundant with the plugin, as you don't lose any items on death if you are killed by another player. If you go into the enemy spawn, that will auto-kill you, and then you lose all your items, so best not to do that, as I discovered when we were playtesting this.
Yeah. Well,
so
we
as
died many times.
yeah, so you'll notice that if you don't hit the switch, it's impossible to leave through the gates. They're blocked. There's only one block. So if Simon will assist me in this.
Yep, just going up steps.
That lever that I showed you at the beginning is quite important.
Hit the lever.
Both teams have to hit it, so Simon, I'm hitting mine if you want to hit yours.
Yeah, I've done mine, so we should be waiting about 30 seconds now.
Yep, and within 30 seconds the gates should be unblocked. Now, a cool thing you can do to buy items is, well, items basically cost items. Anything that you throw into these little receptacles, for lack of a better word here, anything counts. So here where it says stone sword cost 1 item, if I were to throw in my raw chicken, which is really useless anyway since it would probably poison me, a dispenser up top will throw out this item and I will have a stone sword. And since I already have one, I figure a stone sword with 1 sharpness is 2 items, so I can get rid of my chicken, which I don't like. And after about 2 seconds, a good safety threshold just because of the reds. It's all powered by redstone. You don't want to throw them in too fast and lose items. So after a few seconds, poof, I now have my stone sword with sharpness 1. So as you can now see, the gates are unblocked after the 30-second timer of both teams hitting the switch. Before leaving your spawn, it's a good idea to just hit this button here that says Blessing of Legends, and that gives you a nice speed boost.
Wait, where's that button? Oh,
It's
there.
right by the gates, Simon.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right, so for those of you familiar with Dota, League of Legends, etc., you can ignore this bit. For those of you who do not know how to play such games, generally you have your nexus or your base, and then visible on the map you have the different lanes, which are now rendering, thank God. And each lane has a certain amount of towers. The middle lane has 1, the top and bottom each have 2. And the point is to destroy the opponent's towers, and then you may attack their base, and once their base is destroyed, then game over. So as you can see here, up top there are 2 redstone lamps which are currently on, with a piston holding a stone brick block right below them. What a player does is one player will stand on this stone pressure pad right here, and unfortunately that will cause them damage as the tower throws lots and lots of poison potions at them, but that then lowers both of these pistons here, and the second person then has to shoot into the gap, which I believe hits a cart which goes over a detector rail. Some sort of redstone mechanism is in there, and the tower blows up. It's really quite simple, and the Nexus is the exact same concept, except you have 4 lights to destroy instead of just 2, and each pair of 2 lights requires 2 people on 2 different pressure plates, so you need a minimum of 3 people to take down the Nexus.
And a pig.
Yeah, or you can cheat and spawn a pig. Right, so there Simon has shown up. He's grabbed some cool stuff. As we're on opposing teams, if we hit each other it actually hurts, but thankfully team friendly fire does not happen at all. Right, moving onwards, every so often what is known as creep will spawn in the form of zombies or in some hidden areas, which you can find by going off the main lanes, like say in this direction. Sometimes skeletons will also spawn, and they give you items, as you might have guessed, as zombies drop rotten flesh and other things as well. And since all items are worth the exact same amount in Minecraft Dota, then having, what, half a dozen rotten flesh will easily buy you some nicer weapons, like I believe that's enough for an iron sword with some enchantment. And
I don't think
so,
the iron sword had any enchantment.
oh, that's just iron sword of 4 items, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm thinking of what else there is to explain, but I think that's pretty much it, because the plugin automates so many things. Like I was saying, if there are secret areas you can go to beyond the main 3 lanes, like I am right now in the middle of nowhere, trying to find one of the jungle buffs, but I'm having trouble. And the jungle buffs are just attack, strength increase or speed increase, but they also spawn some creep, which you generally then want to kill.
Do you think we could find that obsidian bunker thing?
We could. I believe it wouldn't really be usable though, unless I don't have any protection armor. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, both of them are, well, the leggings are protection.
Alright, well maybe you can quickly run through that lava. I just wish I knew where it was exactly.
I've forgotten.
I just
can't-
know that it's along the river somewhere.
Not there. Because it was like right next to the river, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just keep like looking over the other side as well.
Yay for render distances. Don't worry,
There's
I
a
can
wooden
see.
bit there. But
Is that the pirate's hideout? I
possibly,
believe that's where I found the really buffed golden sword, but I almost drowned, so that wasn't quite as much fun.
I didn't find that because you were with Dan, weren't you? Yes, it's
Um,
Pirate's Hideout.
Oh, and a nice little thing that they've added in the most recent version of the plugin, if you type in /Dota space score, you get to see how many kills and deaths each player has. Their color obviously denotes which team they're on, as well as creep score, which is how many mobs they've killed, essentially. So, and then the kills and deaths are just, I believe, only PvP, not PvE at all. And I think that's really all there is to it, Simon, unless you can think of anything else. Oh, and you just drowned smooth.
Oh, and because I died in Pirate Cave, I lost all my items.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I guess if a zombie kills you, it'd be the same thing.
Well, no, if a zombie kills you, oh no, wait, no, I didn't die of a zombie.
Oh.
I don't know then. But
Ah.
now I have nothing. Nothing!
Yep, so that's when it's always great to have a teammate help you out and give you some items so that either items you can use or so that you can buy some more stuff. Oh, and one small note, you cannot pick up any items close to the enemy spawn. And if you try and go where their beds are, and this is directed to certain people who tried to do this during Obsidian Defenders, you know who you are. Then it will just kill you if you approach too close, and then you lose all your items just like Simon lost due to drowning. And I think that about sums it up.
I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said.
Yeah, showed how to buy stuff, the special shops which unlock after lots and lots of teamwork. And oh, the fun note, if you manage to kill some skeletons, and they rarely spawn, but if you do manage to find them and kill them and get enough bones, you can tame one of these wolves here and have a nice companion to fight. And I think that's really about it, Simon, unless you can think of something else.
Having a quick look round the spawn, I don't think there was anything else. I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of ACOG, I look forward to seeing you on Monday. I hope this video has explained some few things because I myself had trouble figuring out what to do when first playing this. Thanks for watching. This is Dave, aka Exxon Warrior, and Simon, aka, well, Simon DB, so that was really hard to guess who was who.
Yeah.
See you at the event on Monday. Toodles.
Ciao.